I still can't believe how a simple neighborhood meeting turned our quiet life in Willow Creek upside down. One Tuesday evening, my wife Sarah and I walked into the community center expecting the usual chit-chat about fence heights or pool rules. But instead, this HOA queen bee, Lisa Hargrove, drops a bomb. Every household owes $250,000 right now for some fancy green space upgrade, or else face liens and eviction. Sarah, fresh out of her 22-year Army career as a colonel, just sits there scanning the room like it's a briefing room in Kabul, and when Lisa locks eyes on her and demands compliance, Sarah leans forward real calm and says, "No way, I'm not paying a dime." Lisa's face twists into this purple rage. She starts yelling about insubordination in her territory. And next thing I know, she's dialing 911 like we're armed intruders, claiming we're aggressive vets threatening the peace. And I'm sitting there thinking, man, this woman's lost it, but deep down I could feel that knot in my gut. The kind that tells you this ain't just about lawns. It's personal, rooted in some twisted power trip she's got going. As the cops roll up, siren lights flashing against the windows, the whole room freezes. Folks whispering, some scared, others smirking like they knew Lisa's drama was overdue for a reckoning. The officer, this no-nonsense guy named Detective Ryan, strides in, takes one look at the chaos, and asks for IDs to sort it out. Sarah pulls out her military card, hands it over without a word, and bam! Ryan's eyes widen. He snaps to attention, salutes sharp as a blade, and goes, "Ma'am, Colonel, how can I assist?" The respect in his voice hits like a thunderclap. And Lisa? Oh, her jaw drops so low you'd think it unhinged. She stammers. But I know people, this can't be." And suddenly she's whispering into her phone, something that makes Ryan's expression shift from polite to stone-cold serious. Turns out, Lisa wasn't just some overzealous HOA boss. She'd been a Navy supply clerk years back, kicked out dishonorably for skimming funds meant for troops overseas, money that could have saved lives during a botched op where gear shortages led to casualties. And now here she was, using her old tricks to bully folks in Willow Creek, especially military families like us, out of some bitter revenge against the system that booted her. I remember Sarah turning to me later that night, her voice low and steady, saying, "Alex, this isn't random. She's targeting us because we remind her of what she lost, and I won't let her prey on the vulnerable anymore." And that's when it clicked for me. My wife, who'd stared down real threats in the desert, saw Lisa as a different kind of enemy, one hiding behind bylaws and fake smiles, exploiting widows like our neighbor Elena, this 76-year-old sweetheart who'd already forked over $40,000 last year for urgent sidewalk fixes that never happened, leaving her scraping by on canned beans and memories of her late husband, a Vietnam vet. The escalation hit like a freight train. Lisa, feeling cornered, goes full vindictive, digging into my job as a high school civics teacher, filing complaints that I'm radicalizing kids with lessons on questioning authority, twisting classroom debates into anti-patriot rants. She even rallies a posse of non-military neighbors with sweet deals, whispering promises of fee waivers if they back her against those entitled service folks. But Sarah? She flips the script, drawing on her intel background to build this dossier. Photos of Lisa lurking outside our house at odd hours, records of bogus fines slapped on every vet family who'd moved in over the years, and whispers from folks like Jordan, the tech-savvy kid next door who'd been quietly filming her tirades on his phone, his stream starting small but blowing up as people shared their own HOA nightmares. One night, after Lisa shows up at Elena's door offering hush money, $50,000 to retract her story, then hissing threats about what happens to nosy old ladies when Elena refuses, Sarah's eyes flash with that quiet fury I've seen only a handful of times, and she mutters, "Enough. This ends now," rallying us to expose the real scam. Lisa and her senator brother, Victor Hargrove, funneling neighborhood cash through shell companies to overcharge government contracts, laundering it all for shady overseas deals that smelled like arms trafficking, turning our suburb into a front for something way darker than petty theft. Picture this grocery store showdown. Lisa corners us by the veggies, sneering loud enough for everyone to hear. "Some vets think their badges let them ignore civilian rules. You're nothing special here." And Sarah wheels around, posture straight as a drill sergeant, voice cutting like a knife. "You've messed with the wrong family, Lisa. I've faced down warlords with more honor than you. Keep pushing, and you'll learn what real accountability feels like." The whole aisle going silent, shoppers murmuring support, one guy piping up, "I saw the video of you bullying that widow. Shame on you." And Lisa storms off, face red as a beet, but we knew she'd strike back harder. Man, the climax unfolded like a bad thriller turning triumphant. We crashed Lisa's emergency HOA vote to dissolve everything and bury the evidence, Sarah standing tall with her slideshow of damning proof. Timelines of fraud, bank trails leading to Victor's pockets, even links to foreign crooks who'd used her intel on our deployments for who knows what espionage play. Federal agents swarm in mid-meeting, badges flashing, as Jordan's live stream hits 150,000 viewers, capturing Lisa's meltdown. This is a witch hunt. My brother's a senator. You'll regret crossing us. But when they cuff her at the airport, luggage stuffed with cash and fake passports, she spits out this chilling threat. The people I run with don't forget betrayals. Wait till they come for your precious military secrets. Her voice cracking with desperate rage, the crowd erupting in cheers mixed with gasps as the truth sinks in. Her grudge wasn't just personal. It was a calculated vendetta, selling out troop movements for profit, endangering lives like those soldiers she'd indirectly doomed back in her Navy days. The trial? Pure catharsis. Elena testifying with fire in her eyes. You stole more than money. You stole my peace. Sarah laying out the psych warfare with clinical precision, me adding how it shattered community trust, and the jury nails her with 22 years. No parole. Assets seized to repay every victim. Victor tumbling down with her in a cascade of indictments that rocked Capitol Hill. In the end, Willow Creek rose from the ashes stronger. Sarah launches this nonprofit shielding military families from similar sharks. Elena moves into a cozy retirement spot with her head high. Jordan's channel inspires a wave of citizen watchdogs. And me? I get promoted, teaching kids that real heroism starts with speaking up. But here's the thing that keeps me up sometimes. Was Lisa just a lone wolf driven mad by her discharge? Or are there more like her out there, blending into suburbs, waiting to exploit that thin line between service and civilian life? What do you think? Is justice truly served? Or did we just scratch the surface of something bigger? Drop a comment below sharing your take on HOA horrors, military biases, or if you faced a bully like this. Like and subscribe if stories of everyday folks fighting back hit home. Who knows? Your experience might spark the next big reveal.